Hello everyone and welcome back to Seduce with Otome. Of course, Damien is in pain because, unfortunately, we've stupidly told him not to take energy from other people. And the boys have done that, but unfortunately now they're in pain, especially him. If you needed energy, I was willing to give it. Damien? Damien instantly turned away from me before I could finish my sentence.
No. I'll be fine. I'm used to this.
Used to it? Used to pain? There was no way that was okay. I glared at Damien's back before grabbing his shoulder and forcing him around. Damien stared at me, wide-eyed in surprise. Damien, let me help you. Please, I don't want to see you in pain like this. I continued to stare at him, wondering if he'd make the first move. I wanted to help him. Truly, I knew that my energy would help him not feel pain. Damien must have hid my thoughts as his gaze changed from nervous to piercing. All of a sudden, I felt the familiar feeling of warmth run through my body. Once again, I felt my body slightly heat up as Damien wrapped an arm around my body and pulled my body tightly to his. Damien grew a lustful gaze before speaking, bringing a hand up to cup the back of my neck.
Thank you.
Before I knew it, Damien pulled me into a gentle but passionate kiss. Heat erupted through my body as his kiss slowly and almost timidly got deeper. Damien kept an arm around my waist while I rested my hands on his chest. The energy from my body was slowly draining in the kiss, making me feel light and warm. It was almost pitiful how comfortable and how willing I was in the situation. Still, I had no regrets. I was enjoying every bit of this kiss. Damien was a wild card. I didn't really know what to expect from him, and his kiss was no exception. Damien wasn't forceful, but his kiss was deep and passionate, and it felt almost magical. It was how I imagined the first kiss would be like, except with energy drain. Soon though, the energy drain stopped and Damien gently pulled his face away to end the kiss. I stared up at him as we both panted for air. I'd never kissed like that before, and I was so lost in the moment that I'd forgotten how to breathe. Damien moved a strand of hair from my face behind my ear, eyes still full of desire.
I'm okay now. But
I could feel the hold of his mind-altering spell fade away, but I still felt hot. Something told me that I wanted more, but at the same time, I wasn't sure if I truly did want to give any more. I opened the opportunity, and I was enjoying it as much as he was. I wanted more, and I was going to let him keep going. I wanted to keep going. I leaned up and kissed him again. Damien gasped against my lips, but continued to kiss back. I could feel him pull on the tail of my bow, releasing it and following his hand off from around my neck. He moved the ribbon to his pocket before gently unbuttoning the top two buttons of my blouse. The desire in my body drove me insane, forcing a moan to escape my lips as he ran kisses from my lips down to my exposed neck. As he began to ravage my neck and shoulders in hot kisses, I leaned my head back and let a pleasurable sigh escape my lips. Damien was ruthless in his passionate kisses on my skin. Damien didn't stop touching and kissing me, making more moans and gasps rush out of my mouth into the open air. He may have been full, but he was as hot as I was. I couldn't even comprehend how much time we spent making out. I was lost in the pleasure that I didn't care. Call it sinful, but I didn't care. I loved it. His touch, his kiss, his heat. I desired to be on anything at that moment, even as he lowered his kisses down my chest to just above my brow. My heart was beating wildly in my chest. Something about Damien intrigued me immensely, but something made my heart quicken for him. It couldn't have been love, but it was too passionate to be lust. What was it? However, I began to feel dizzy, seeing the ceiling start to spin almost wildly, I gripped onto Damien's shoulder, trying to signal him to stop, but my mind faded black before I could let out another sound. I felt good. I didn't care that I had blacked out. I felt warm and fuzzy in the darkness. I never knew indulging in that kind of passion would be that good. I now just waited to awaken, hopefully in a good way. My eyes eventually fluttered open, adjusting to the sights around me. I felt familiar silk underneath me, letting me know that I was in my bed. I slowly sat up, stretching from the tiredness that still lingered. I felt a very soft pain in my neck and shoulders, and I could feel my swollen lips pulse gently and healing. However, when I looked down at my body, I saw that my shirt had been pulled back up and rebuttoned as if nothing had happened between me and Damien. I was just missing my ribbon. Before I turned to get out of my bed, though, I spied my ribbon on the pillow beside the one I slept on. It was tied around a small pen in a nice bow, with a small note attached to it. I gently slipped the note from the tie and opened it to read it.
Thank you. I indulged myself, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Damien.
I said at the note. Then a small smile graced my lips. He indulged himself as much as I did. I enjoyed it. It was cute, though, to imagine him thanking me for something we both did and enjoyed. I brought the note to my chest, letting the memories of our meeting flood my mind. I indulged myself too, Damien. I looked at the time out of curiosity. The large white numbers on my phone showed just after 5:30. Yikes, 4 hours to be knocked out. And I still feel tired? It was Sunday, so I was allowed to sleep longer if I wanted to. The remainder of the night passed by surprisingly uneventful. The boys continued to train with each other, but were kind enough to stop and make me dinner. I was glad for that. And surprisingly, the food was perfect. But it felt a little empty without the boys to eat with me. They most likely had already eaten, but still, I felt lonely. I couldn't let it bother me. I had went back to my room to study and sleep. Surprisingly, I felt good going to bed that night. I felt like I could have a peaceful sleep after the previous rough nights I had. I felt good. I drifted asleep and woke up almost flawlessly the next morning. No grogginess, no aches, perfectly energized and bright-eyed. Man, how long has it been since I got that much good sleep? I looked at my alarm clock. I woke up 10 minutes before my alarm. Well, hey, I must be a lucky day. It must be my lucky day. Karma owed me some luck. After all, I had come through in merely a handful of days. I deserved to get some good luck. Ecstatically for the day ahead, I turned off my alarm before they could ring and got dressed. However, my phone started to quickly buzz from an incoming text. Huh? Who's texting me this early?
Yo, Anderson! You're carpooling with us from now on. We're not letting you waste your money on a bus. Get ready and be at your gate at 7 stat.
I smiled. My friends were the best. I couldn't drive yet, and I didn't have a car, so it was awesome my friends would let me carpool. I checked the time. 6:30. Perfect. I can eat some breakfast before they come. I packed my bag and carried it downstairs towards the kitchen. As I entered the dining room, I saw a plate with eggs, toast, and bacon sitting on the table. A fresh steaming cup of coffee sat next to the plate with sugar and cream on the side. I walked to the table and couldn't believe what I was seeing. Who made this? As I spoke aloud, a small red note caught my attention. Have a good day, yours. My heart skipped a beat as I finished. I could tell it was from one of the boys. Maybe it was from him. I smiled before putting the note in my bag and eating it up. The food was so delicious, I devoured every amazing bite. I looked at the time again. Time to go. I quickly rushed to the door, checking myself in the past mirror. I wasn't wanting to impress anyone, but I still needed to look decent. Before I could reach the handle of the door, however, someone took my hand. Huh? I turned to see Damien. He was holding my hand back with a concerned frown on his face.
My name.
Your name?
My true name isn't Damien.
I want you to know my real name, if something were to happen.
His true name? What did he mean? Why was he telling me this now? I remember reading about a demon's name from the journal I read yesterday. If you knew a demon's true name, you could summon them to you no matter where you were or where they were. Damien gently pulled me to him and leaned close to whisper in my ear.
My name is Acerol.
Acerol. That kind of rolls off the tongue, Acerol. As he said his name, I could feel it lock into my memory. Something in my head would make sure I would never forget it. Damien pulled away and stared at me, despite still carrying worry in his eyes.
If you are in any danger, call my name. I promise, I'll come and help you.
I stared up at Damien, unable to say anything. I could only nod in response. Damien smiled before releasing my hand and heading into the dining room. Something told me that name would be used eventually. And right on cue, Naomi drove up to the gates with Suzu, waving me down. I rushed out the door and we headed to school, talking about the homework and the coming day. And we're going to end the episode there. See you guys next time.